and great event. We are very happy to see you all here. Thank you for joining.
I established WorldProNet 5 years ago after being a VP for sales and marketing for one of the biggest companies in Israel in the food industry. And I find out and realized that Global Challenge actually had a lot of burden on the company, and found it really hard to actually engage with global business opportunities because of time differences, knowledge, resources, finding the right connections, and so on. And it blew to the mind that it's better to try to create this network that combines experts around the world with companies and assist them close better deals. And we actually, from the time we started it, we see a huge demand for the online markets, and all the disruption in the world now actually
Mr. Zev Levy from Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Meir Shachar from Powerlinks, our friend Jimmy Jack from Nigeria, and Nicholas from Africa also. And I will pass the stage to Zev, my friend.
Just by way of introduction, my name is Zev Levy. I'm the Vice President of Business Development and International Affairs at the Federation of Israeli Chamber of Commerce. The FICC is the oldest and biggest business organization in Israel. So we're basically the National Chamber of Commerce of Israel. We associate 6 regional chambers of commerce, and we basically associate the majority of the private sector in Israel. So a majority of our companies, our clients, are basically business owners, and it could be from different fields and different sectors and different sizes. So we have like the biggest companies in Israel, or the also the SMEs and medium companies. We have, and this is one of our strengths, that we have a very diverse type of customers. So we have obviously industry. So we have a lot of tech companies, a lot of from different fields, whether it's water tech, cyber, ag tech, gaming, etc. Like all the HLS, etc. But we also have low tech companies, manufacturing, and we also have a lot of companies who are in trade and services. So almost all the Israeli importers are associated with the chamber, whether it's food, whether it's medical devices, pharmaceutical, automotive, you name it. And the chamber itself, so first of all, we're very broad, I would say, and we have a lot of different companies. But also the chamber itself, other than the fact that it's dealing with regulatory issues, advocacy for companies, my unit, and I have a team that is basically divided to different geographies. So I have people working on Latin America and on Africa, or Middle East, Europe, of course, North America, Asia, covering the entire world. And the way that we work is that we are part of a World Chamber Federation network. So basically, we work with other national and regional chambers of commerce, with our commercial counselors, and we have a very strong network, both of government agencies, trade promotion organizations, individuals, different associations, industry associations, different communities, individuals, business companies, and basically anything that is in the ecosystem of trade promotion and bilateral or trilateral economic development. And what basically this huge network that we have around the world, we utilize that, and we're providing this network to the benefit of companies that work with us. So we will have companies saying, we're looking for we're looking to enter this in this market. That's what we do, and we will try to help them with their business development assistance. So but mind that we're a chamber of commerce. There's a limitation to the depth of where we can go. We're not a consulting company. We're not a business development company like you guys. So we can do matchmaking, but we're not gonna take it so many steps forward. In the end of the day, there's a limitation because we see so many companies in so different so many different sectors that we're not able to, basically accommodate everything, to the fullest. But having said that, we're very networked, right? And if you're looking at what's happening with Israel and the Abraham Accord, we were the first to sign a strategic partnership agreement with the Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Ukraine and with Morocco, and we brought business delegations, and we're, identifying, business opportunities in Israel. We're, helping with market insights. We're helping on, hosting incoming inbound delegations. We other different trade events and basically trade activities for companies, trying to provide a platform for companies to interact and to matchmake. So I mean, we're very much business oriented. That's what I want to say. WorldProNet, and try to do more connections worldwide. Ali, I hope I managed to do it on time.
Thank you very much. Yes, Meir was going to kill me on that, but I would just want to say amazing presentations there. Thank you very much. Meir, just the 20 seconds just to say, as you see, there's so many business opportunities. We cannot actually do them all. It's impossible. And I do believe that collaboration with Chamber of Commerce, we see a lot of potential there, and we can be a part of a gap. So you now saw, and David and Zev is an amazing person. You don't know how busy, and first of all, really thank you for joining us. I know you had so big agenda and you managed to squeeze this meeting. So first of all, thank you very much for having you here. And anyway, if you need anything in Israel, we can also support on that, and we would be happy to contribute on anything. Working also with those tools, which we also part of Chamber of Commerce as members. Now moving on to Meir, and he will tell you about the amazing platform that is much more, let's say, faster, quicker, and straight to the point that they created. So Meir, the stage is yours, my friend.
Thank you, Eli, and congratulations to all of the team members that joined this event. And, just to give you a brief background, I'm originally from Argentina. I grew up between Israel and Argentina, and then spent about 30 years in the States. Like many of you, I've been working since my youth. I've been in a number of businesses, from low-tech through high-tech, covering many industries, from furniture, insurance, produce, cosmetics, and gaming. And today I happen to be, for quite a few years, partners in a cybersecurity firm in Israel. And a couple of years ago, I took on to manage Powerlinks. So I understand, global trade from the eyes of somebody who at one point even fabricated for quite a few years in China, Israel, Canada, the United States. So I know a lot from product design through fabrication, logistics, and all of the distributions that comes with it. I mention it because that's what enables me to lead Powerlinks, which is a global business-to-business matchmaking application. So I understand, what you deal with every day, the fight, the existential battle that every businessman, takes on every day to make it through business, to bring in the revenue, to bring in the sales, the deals. At the end of the day, that's what keeps you in business. It's the sales, it's the deals, it's the contracts, it's the revenue. When you have money, you have a runway. You can have a lot more options than when you don't. So sales for me, in every business that I was involved with, was number one. So keep that in mind. So there's no company out there in the world that has more quantifiable, more verified information than Dun & Bradstreet. So with that, when these executives went on to found Powerlinks, a US company about 10 years ago, with $13 million of their own money, they wanted to put together a platform to bring businesses together on strategic partnerships and mergers and acquisitions. 2 years ago, we took on a different direction to bring people together in the fastest, most direct way on business opportunities. I heard over and over again, people talk about business opportunities, and that's what it's all about in business. In business, it's not two companies really doing business, it's two people doing business, shaking hands. And it's the people that come together. And that's one of the most beautiful aspects about WorldProNet. And this is why we struck a strategic partnership with Eli, who from the moment I overheard him talking to some other people at an event run by the Embassy of Costa Rica in Israel, and by ProComer, which is their trade development agency, I said, hey, you know what, this guy, he really has it right. He really understands that at the end of the day, you know, it's two people that make it happen, just like in a matrimony. And this is why we went on to talk and figured out a way to work together. Yes, you know, we're sort of competitors with, you know, what we do. We're sort of competitors with the Chamber of Commerce. But at the same time, you know what, no matter what you do, the sun shines for everybody, from Zimbabwe to Shanghai. The sun is out there for everyone, and if we work together, we can do a lot more things together. And you know, we do not get a cut of a deal. You know, we bring people together through our platform in a very quick way on business opportunities along the entire supply chain, from procurement, sourcing, purchasing, raw materials or equipment, through biz dev and sales. People can use our app. We're mobile centric, mobile first. So you can download the app. As a matter of fact, we have an agreement with Eli to upgrade all of your representatives and all of the affiliated or ancillary people that you work with to our premium level, which is about $720 a year for free. And because we believe in the cooperation, believe in the power that WorldProNet has to make our business even better. We bring people together. We do not charge them a commission. We do not make a cut in any way. And then they go on to do their business offline. We've been dubbed the Tinder for Business by Calcalist, which is the sort of like the Wall Street Journal or the Financial Times of Israel. And N12, another major organization, picked up on that line. So we really like that. You know, we bring people together, you know, very, very quickly. Very simple processes. As a matter of fact, we always look to see what we can take off the app. You know, less questions, less steps, make it shorter and briefer. And that's what made, for example, Amazon, you know, as big as it is today, in a way, because from the very beginning they had it right. They were known for the fewest amount of clicks to complete a checkout, and we took on that idea into everything that we do at PowerLinks. Make it very, very simple and quick, and then let people talk to each other, get to know each other. Where does WorldProNet come in? Besides giving you a platform that you can post business opportunities, like I said, along the entire supply chain, where it's something that you need for one of your clients. You know, one of your clients is building a new factory and he needs robotics, or he needs machinery, or raw materials, or he's looking for textile. I mentioned somebody talk about fabrics. They can say, I need this sort of fabric. And somebody who is in that line of work, whether it's robotics or fabrics, will see it in their feed. And they can say, hey, I'd like to give you a proposal. And they do that offline. Like I said, we don't make a cut out of the deal. On the other side, you know, downstream the supply chain, you can offer your goods. And if you go into PowerLinks right now, you'll see many of the frozen food categories that were mentioned before. You'll see spices, you know, beautiful work that Soraya did, you know, inputting those business opportunities. And anybody who is, for example, in the food processing business can see the spices, the basil, whatever it might be, and say, hey, you know, Soraya or whoever is the rep in charge, I'd like to get an offer, a proposal for that. So the app serves, like we said, the entire supply chain. We have something in the works that it's going to be tailored specifically for WorldProNet, where we're going to add door-to-door service. In other words, what we, together with Elle, we call a trade assurance, you know, service, where if somebody's buying sesame seeds from Ethiopia and he wants to make sure that the raw materials he's buying are of the quality that he had in mind, or what's going inside the container. And I know it all too well. I've done a huge amount of shipping, over the years. Somebody, from WorldProNet will be able to accompany that deal, whether it's a WorldProNet deal or not. In other words, provide the boots on the ground, the oversight, from the shipping side or from the provider side through the other side. When the sesame seeds arrive in Israel to make tahini, to make sure that everything goes smoothly from the documentation through port arrival and delivery to the customer. And that level of deal accompaniment, I think it's totally fabulous. And I think that's one of the unique aspects that brought me to do as much as I can with Eli and with WorldProNet, because that's where a lot of deals fall. I've seen situations turn south. I've seen a personal friend who used to buy for years from a clothing manufacturer, and then one day they shipped him a container full of rugs, and he could not reach them anymore, and he was stuck, and he was in a very bad financial position. So those things really happen. Okay, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about the manufacturer or the supplier not really understanding what you have in mind. I mean, when I used to manufacture in China and I worked with some of the best factories in China, ISO certified factories, I still had 3 native Chinese people there to say, okay, now that you understand what you have to make, explain it to me to make sure you really understand it. Okay, because otherwise they say to you, yes, I get it. And I had some disasters, where they thought they got it, but they got it the way they wanted to understand it. So what WorldProNet can do is very unique. And I think these days, when global trade is done without borders, but the assurance that the other side is doing their part, okay, and when you're sending money, when you're relying on their product, I think it's a service that is really needed in business today, and that can do wonders. So I invite you to download the app. The best experience is going to be on your phone. It's a one-click registration. In other words, the world is divided, Google or Apple, and you're in. And then it takes a few minutes to complete your profiles. The moment you do, we will identify you as being part of WorldProNet if you're using WorldProNet email. Certainly connect yourself to WorldProNet, and we'll upgrade you to premium so you can start using the app and start posting opportunities. If you have any questions, Soraya is already an ace at using our platform. Awesome, Jimmy, fabulous. We finish everything off at, unfortunately, I don't know why the video is not working, but here we go. We finish everything off at PowerLinks with 2 thumbs up. So I give you guys, 2 big thumbs up.
I want to say something if I can. First of all, Meir, it's a pleasure. And I think that you mentioned competitors. We are not competitors. We're actually partners. And I will tell you why. It's something that is important for people that maybe thinks that doing global business is very easy. People ask us, how many deals have you done? How many deals you closed? I don't care about how many deals. You don't care how many business opportunities you have in the platform. Of course, you want to have it, but eventually we are all, Zeev, yourself, and others here, trying to really go to the next level of business. The old world is already over, okay? Not this year, next year, 10 years, 20 years, it's going to be over. Everybody knows about it, okay? When we met and I realized the investment you put in on PowerLinks, okay? And people asked me from the first day I started WorldProNet, we need to have an app, we need to have a database, and they just don't realize how much money you need to put in this business, right, Meir? Not only money, efforts, right? First version, second, and so on, beta, delta, and so on. And what I told you that when we met, I said, I want to embed PowerLinks in WorldProNet website because I will not build my own, or we will not build our own platform. It makes no sense, okay? Once PowerLinks is a very strong and smart platform, you can easily go up and put business opportunities, and you can easily reach many companies. It makes no sense for us to build it. So we can provide, as you said, the boots on the ground. We can provide a lot of business opportunities in our team, and I can tell you, I can promise you that now we're going to put more business opportunities, and I will make sure that all our representatives will download the app, because I waited for have the update, and also we'll maybe have a special event to explain them how to use the app, how to show them how to work. And the reason we are not overwhelming the app too much, because we really first of all want to put real things we have, real serious companies. We just don't want people to come and reach. The worst thing you can have is someone wants to do something and then the company is not really serious. We cannot have it there because it will be a bad experience. So we really put companies that we are authorized and saw it. And I do believe that together is the power. We are not competitors at all, and I don't care who's going to do the business. You, Chamber of Commerce, us, someone, it doesn't matter. As long as we help the business, as you said, the sun shines everywhere. So for me, it's a partnership, and I'm really happy to have met with you and see that you're really amazing entrepreneur and the person that knows where he wants to get, and we're gonna do it together, my friend. So thank you very much for the time and for your lovely words.
Delighted, Eli.
Thank you, Meir.
I give you another two big thumbs up.
Likewise, my friend, likewise. And we're going to drink coffee soon. I hope that we'll have some time to visit you in Ramat Gan.
Looking forward.
Time. Thank you. And now we'd like to have my man and real good friend and one of WorldProNet's partners and long live, I think we already know 3 years ago, Mr. Jimmy, the one and the only one. Hello, my friend.
Thank you very much, Eli. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me very well, please. Oh, great. Thank you very much. It is a very wonderful opportunity. Each time I have the privilege, of talking in a WorldProNet event is always a very wonderful, opportunity. So talking about the fact that Nigeria is a very great and versatile ground for business opportunities. Okay, we have areas of investment in Nigeria. I'm talking briefly about Nigeria before I go on to talk about the great opportunities and then the transaction that we have executed through the help of WorldProNet as a platform. We have areas of investment in Nigeria. We have in the real estate sectors. Real estate business at the moment in Nigeria is a very booming industry. We have the power sector, that talks about renewable energy and grid electricity. And of course, this is also an area that calls for a very great opportunity for people, who are ready to invest in that areas. We have agriculture, who is also a very, Nigeria has, one of the largest fertile ground in Africa. So we have it in abundance for people who are interested. And then transportation is also another wonderful sector that, you can come in and invest. And of course, we have the petroleum sector, the upstream and the downstream that have just been regularized by the Nigerian government. So now private individual can actually come in and set up, quite a chain of businesses, either in the upstreams or in the downstreams. And then we also have information and communication technology, which is another vital areas. Today, I can say we have Microsoft Office, we have Google Office. All these, amazing companies have their own representative in Nigeria. And then, of course, the health and the pharmaceutical sectors is a booming sector as well in Nigeria. And again, that takes me to where I really want to talk about as a case study, which demonstrates what we have achieved so far through WorldProNet platform with myself, as a country manager, and of course, with the fantastic relationship that I have with Eli. We have had a lot of events in the past. We have had series of meetings between WorldProNet and some companies in Nigeria, so many companies. And of course, I actually want to state here that to show you the strength, the widespread, the acceptability, and then the impact of WorldProNet, most especially in Nigeria, is a 5-year contract that we have just closed between a company in Israel called Vital Technologies and a pharmaceutical company in Nigeria called Eleanor Pharma Limited. This is a deal that worth $8 million. $8 million is a very huge amount of money, and of course, that is just an estimate because this is going to be a recurring business transaction with a very huge impact. And of course, what was the challenge? The challenge was that Vital Technologies, which is an innovative research and development company in Israel, was able to develop a product that can actually help us to recover our balances after taking, for people that love alcohol, and of course for every other kind of energy, stamina that we need. So there was a need for a strategic distributors partner, and then that was where WorldProNet came up. I, being also a member of WorldProNet, we go into an action, we begin to do a whole lot of research, met with different companies, reach out to so many people, and at the end of the day, we were able, to run a marketing campaign, and then came up with Eleanor Pharma Limited that we were able to achieve this. So in all, it has been a very wonderful journey. It has been a very great one, and it has been very successful. So for those of us out there, please, anytime we have an event like this, it's always an opportunity for us, to key in. Irrespective of, as in any industry you are, WorldProNet is multidimensional in terms of industry view. We are into real estate, we are into health sector, pharmaceutical, whatever that you have. And then the way we are operating, most especially in Nigeria, is that we form a strategic partners with industry players, most especially individual. That is why he said it's two people that will always do the business, not just about the company and company. So in the WorldProNet, we strongly believe, in strategic partnership with individuals who have had tremendous experience in their areas of endeavors. We create that relationship with them, and then we use them as a forefront because, of course, despite the fact that my name is, Jack as a surname, but the truth is we cannot be Jack of all trades because we will definitely become, a single master of none. So we have created time to partner with experienced people, professionals, to get the job done in a very professional, a very efficient, and a very fast way that at the end of the day, it portrays us as people who knows what they are doing. So once again, I want to welcome everybody on board. Thank you very much to my people, and it's a wonderful pleasure to have everybody on board. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Always lovely to see and hear you. And you didn't talk about the challenges we had with that. By the way, now just get feedback from Doron about what's going on and so on. So it's not that easy. Just signing a deal, it's one thing, but managing it, it's a long journey. So just know that payment terms and finding even a place to pack in Nigeria, we are also on it. Meaning not just closing a deal. And you can see here on the photo one of our meetings with all the team, and now we're working on the strategic line out of the marketing plans for this company, and they're really serious. And on the bottom you can see already the design of the pack of the sachet with Rebuta. And I really hope that even this year we already be able to have the first order and to start see this product in Nigeria. It will be very excited. I told you, Jimmy, once we're gonna hit it, I'm gonna visit Nigeria and I want to taste the product in Nigeria. So thank you very much for that. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, Ellie. Thank you so much.
Nicholas actually is in charge of South Africa region, and we've done some interesting things with companies from Ghana. We find, by the way, Africa is an amazing place. We have customers from Africa. As Jimmy said, there's a lot of business opportunities there. Real new African spirit. And I think that Africa will be one of the biggest and growing continents in the world. I see it. It's straightforward in my eyes. It will take some time, but they're definitely going there very fast. Also, China spotted that, and we see a lot of companies coming and jumping into Africa. So we just discussed about some businesses we started to discussing in Ghana, like BRB and Mornix, and Rujo Agri, that are companies that were looking for opening new markets, looking for new technologies. By the way, we also contact some Israeli companies and also other companies in agrotech to see maybe they can collaborate. But sorry that Nicholas cannot be attending. But anyway, I think that, Maria, we can move on. And to have the best part of this meeting, and I would like us now to come and join the tables to have some networking. As I said, it's a meet and greet event, so it was a little bit longer than we expected. But the really important thing is that you come to the tables, meet each other, discuss, and maybe find good visibility. So in that time, I would like to thank you all for coming and joining, and I will really have to see you at the table soon. So I'm gonna end the session, and we'll see you at the tables. Thank you very much.